Pediatrics is the branch of medicine that deals with the medical care of infants, kids, and adolescents. Now, some people have said that these hardworking doctors are kind of like veterinarians.
That's true. A lot of times, especially with my newborns and my children less than 2 or 3, they come in and they can't tell me what's wrong, and their parents can't exactly tell me what's wrong. So we have to kind of guess by doing our physical exam and getting a little bit of a history from the parents and using your gut and your instinct and experience.
Parenting itself is a lot like that. Parents must learn to trust their instincts, and a lot of what pediatricians deal with is trying to instill confidence in young, sleep-deprived mothers.
Parental intuition is, especially with an infant, is very important. You know your child actually better than even we know your child, and so you'll know when your child's not themselves. And we have to trust that. We have to understand that, and you have to trust yourself with that feeling. By the same token, there are some things that we as pediatricians get very worried about. We certainly worry about any baby that has significant fever. The older a child gets, the less important the number becomes. It's more how the child's responding to that fever. It's an important part of our body's defenses, but when the child is uncomfortable as a result of that fever, it needs to be respected and needs to be evaluated.
As anyone with a toddler knows, one of the other associations kids make with doctors is the dreaded shot. Now, vaccinations prevent many of the diseases that our parents and their parents had to contend with.
The fact of the matter is that vaccines are one of the most effective forms of medicine we have. The World Health Organization at the turn of the millennia called it the most important medical discovery of the last 100 years. That the ability to prevent infants from having these fatal infections has changed the world.
The Academy of Pediatrics has established a pretty standard schedule that most pediatricians in the nation are using, even though many of the diseases vaccinated against have largely disappeared.
When's the last time you saw a case of the measles? Well, just probably about a year ago, there was an outbreak locally of measles, where we had hundreds of children calling and coming in, and we had to revaccinate them because they were exposed to real cases of measles in the community. And why did that happen? Is because one parent decided not to vaccinate their child.
I'm Dr. Keller Wortham, and you're watching eHealth Network.